I can't explain. Emotions are taking hold of me. I resurrected my soul. Oh, I got no control.
Resurrection. Resurrection.
I resurrected my soul.
Resurrection.
I got no control.
Resurrection. Resurrection.
I conquer that frantic holocaust. That once played inside my mind. Played inside my mind. Lost in space and time beyond. Now the chains and the shackles are all gone. I resurrected my soul. I got no control.
Resurrection.
I resurrected my soul.
Resurrection. Resurrection.
I've got no control.
Resurrection. Resurrection.
The world resides in me. It has no ending. I live on. Projectional illusion. The sun gives light to all. Behold, I resurrected my soul.
Resurrection. Resurrection.
I've got no control. No, no, no.
Resurrection.
I resurrected my soul.
Resurrection.
Oh,
Resurrection.
I've got no control. Oh, I've got no control. Yeah, yeah.
What is Apex? It is the pinnacle of high-performance vision through a lens. It's clarity, no matter what angle you look at. It's comfort, no matter what you do all day, every day. And it's customized, with every digital measurement your eyes require to see at their very best. Apex Digital Lenses by Value Optical, the ultimate lens design for your eyes. Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries.
Excuse me, sir?
Is it true you have batteries selling for $488?
Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I could buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools.
Alright, thanks boss. Nah man. Granny,
Do you have $488 to lend me? Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT. Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody. Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 91 Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Playing together, liming together, sharing together. Those moments will be ours again. At First Citizens, we believe that together we can get through these challenging times. Now, we are making it easier for you to get a loan that will help ease your burden. You can ask for longer repayment terms or consolidate your current loan payments into one affordable monthly installment. It's all meant to make it easier on you. Let us start the conversation today. Visit our website or email us at loans@firstcitizenstt.com. We're in this together. First Citizens, we put you first.
From the moment you first crossed eyes,
It's a girl.
to their very first bowl of cereal, open wide. Going into parenthood means nourishing your little one to reach their fullest potential. With Nestum Nature's Selections infant cereals, give 30% more whole grain with 15 vitamins and minerals, including iron, all with no added sugar. Nature's Selection. Give your baby the best. Nestum, from 6 months onwards.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifabamishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke, and every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Sheet 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Pastor Hannah A. Parbu of Holy Spirit Ministries will be live on the Street 919 FM every first and third Wednesday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. In the scripture, Matthew 19 verse 26, the Bible says, "But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Pastor Hannah is here to motivate you, challenge you, encourage you to walk in your purpose and destiny God has for you. For prayer and counseling, call Pastor Hannah at 728-5197.
He heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weak. Forever he'll reign.
Julia, how our daughter bright so?
What you mean?
Kelly's so young and already talking about when she gets her first job, taking out a mortgage with TTMF at 2%.
She knows about 2%?
Yes, 2% with no down payment as a first-time homeowner and the lowest rate on the market. We would not have to dip into our savings to set her up. Where she get all these brains from?
Her mother, of course.
TTMF, from here to home.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God. God's word direct from his throne room in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. For the program, God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the Street 919 FM.
The journey's almost over.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q, Auto Parts Division?
Yes, sir.
I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries.
Excuse me, sir?
Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488?
Yes, Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I could buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools.
Alright, thanks, boss. Nah, man. Ronnie, do you have $488 to lend, man?
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Hey, just in case you didn't know, every morning on the Street 919 FM, taking Sharon and Bruce Wayne, the Titans of Democracy. That's the morning show.
The Street 919FM.com, the official station that defends the nation.
Yo, this is the boy CD Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Well, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Titans of Democracy right here on the Street 919 FM. Let me thank the Heavenly Father for bringing me here safe, sound, and all together in one piece. A pleasant good morning going out to my entire family. Good morning to the lovely Miss Sharon Felix and her entire family, to Mr. Dominic Romain and his entire family. Good morning to you, all our callers, all our listeners, to all of our viewers online. For those of you that are locked on via whatever mechanism that you are, it's always good to have you guys on the inside with us. Yes. Pleasant good morning also going on to the management and staff of the Street 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. Iwer George and his entire family. So what I will do at this time, as I await the arrival of the lovely Miss Sharon Felix, I will take a few calls, open up the lines, so you can call me at 342-0081, 466-5391. You can call up and give your little morning greetings, say a piece, you know how we do right here at the Street 919 FM. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce.
Hey, Mano, how you doing?
Well, I hear.
Nice.
I'm glad that we come this morning. Thank God for that, and thank God for you and you reaching the safe and thing, and everything. You're blessed with your family and everybody. Good morning to everybody in Trinidad. We go tell somebody Bruce is on the air. 91.9. The number one is, you ever seen number one is station. Let me say good morning to girlfriend, Passy Street, 75 Cocoa time to get up and nurse the babies and them. Deep South, you didn't put money this month in the cookie because I was to put a little $10 and thing, you know. I said she used over in. They buy milk. Good morning to Izina, time to get up. Woman Olga, morning, Jackie and Jackie. Machine, good morning to you. It's Friday. Well, our man and after man time to get up. And Mr. Love to everybody. May the good Lord Dominic morning. May the good Lord bless and keep you. That's all who are called. And Miss Faizabad, all you love to in Tobago. Good morning. Call.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Well, praise the Lord.
Morning.
Good morning, my adopted brother.
How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful in Jesus' name.
Very nice.
And I want to say a pleasant good morning to my adopted sister. And I know the Lord will bring her in safe and sound. And to all of Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. God bless our nation. To our wonderful Prime Minister, God bless you. Continue doing a good work for Trinidad and Tobago. And to all your ministers, we thank God for you all. Peace and love, Trinidad and Tobago. Stay safe and sound in Jesus' name. Bye-bye.
Amen. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning to you, my brother.
Morning. How are you doing this morning?
Well, it's good to be in the land of the living as usual. Morning to Sharon, Dominic, and by extension, the Titans of Democracy. But Bruce, we had a good Monday night. Let's rebuild and restore Trinidad and Tobago. But she didn't tell the country that they called with all the money. These rulers are the creatures were the good thieves. Not kind of good time, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Man, I heard you. Morning to Mommy Sauce Carol. Everybody, I'm going for you, our friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caller, good morning.
Blessed love to you, Mr. Bruce Wayne, and
Morning.
You and your family. Blessed love to Miss Sharon Phoenix, Dominic, and family also. Blessed love. Staff, Mr. Iwer and his family. Blessed love for them. Strengthen always. God give them health and strength always. And I thank the Lord for stay for that to say I am in the land of the living. Thank and praise the Lord for being here once more. Mano, blessed love to you, my dearie. Blessed love to my sister that calling from away that just preach her words of wisdom to us so we can know. Thank the Lord. Praise the Lord. Blessed love to Angie, Mommy Sauce, Shaq Lady, Oma Faizabad, blessed love to you. Let's all forget the Thomas. Each and every one of the Titans family, Trinidad and Tobago. Yvette and her sister. Blessed love to you all in Tobago. Praise Lord. Blessed love to my surroundings. Party Street, Mover, Beatam, Chumaka, Paradise Side. Let peace be reign with our area in Jesus' name. Right? So I dare locked on in Jesus' name. Right?
Thank you.
So bless love.
And let me say a pleasant good morning to the lovely Miss Felix who has just joined us. Good morning, my dear. And how are you this morning?
Morning, Bruce. I'm good.
Nice.
You hearing me good?
Loud and clear and sweet.
Excellent. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world by extension listening. Good morning to all the viewers or callers. I want to thank the Lord for waking up this morning, being in the land of the living, yeah? So, Trinidad and Tobago, tell me what's going on today. Let me say good morning to my family. The entire family. Oh, Lord. Good morning, Aidan, Jaden. Woo. Good morning, Akil Terrell. Good morning, Isaiah. Easy. Good morning, everybody. Right.
Mommy nice child,
Eh?
Can't get back so granny nice child,
Oh, good boy. You know, and these days I just get some mug and kiss day. But they enter eat all the whole shop. My gosh. So, guys, it's 6:23. You went into the papers yet?
Not as yet, my dear. Just open up the
All
lines
right.
so we can go in one time.
All right. So, headlines on the Express says, I'll tell you in a short while. Implosion. My God. Police Service Commission member resigns. Another writes explosive letter of dissent to chairman over Griffith. What going on? What the hell is that?
War amongst
Bacchanal?
the stars.
Bacchanal. I see COVID claims 4 more lives and additional 4 people have died from COVID-19, increasing Trinidad and Tobago's pandemic death toll to 1,426. Absence of bliss in police service process. Griffith's legal claim deferred. COVID claims 4, well, I just said a tutor. It's a sham. Griffith legal claim deferred. Suspended acting police commissioner Gary Griffith will have to wait until at least Monday to know whether he ought to be allowed by the Police Service Commission. Hold on. Right. Police Service Commission to resume duties as this country's acting top cop. This thing getting more sweeter and sweeter. Absence of bliss in the Police Service Commission process. The Police Service Commission, the body responsible for the recruitment of a commissioner of police and the appointment of an acting cop, seems to be imploding. Police Service Commission member quits suddenly. President Paula May Weeks today accepted the resignation with immediate effect of Courtney McNish as a member of the Police Service Commission. Lord, physical school reopens for vaccinated pupils, forms 4 to 6, October 4th. The Ministry of Education wishes to advise that secondary schools throughout Trinidad and Tobago will physically reopen on October 4th for fully vaccinated students. Let me just go in and see. Finish it. Of Form 4 to 6 for both teaching and practical sessions. Hines Gary is not a civilian and holds no power. Gary Griffith is at present just a civilian and holds no power according to National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines.
I was talking about that yesterday, you know.
Eh?
I said I was talking to somebody about that yesterday, you know. Remember, he wasn't a police officer. So when the contract is up as commissioner, that is it. So I don't know what all the big fight and hullabaloo are trying to understand it, but...
Hi. Sudden death after vaccine, RHE to meet grieving mom. The relevant health officials have been instructed to meet with Pastor Marva. What's that?
Pressure.
Who at the weekend claimed her young son had a fatal reaction to the Pfizer. Yes, no. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Roshan Parashram said yesterday he had asked the relevant regional health authority to meet with the late young man's family and disclose the findings of a preliminary report. Parashram was responding to a media question on the matter during the Ministry of Health's virtual COVID-19 news conference. On Saturday, a crying Prisha took to social media to state that her son had received his COVID-19 shot on Friday, and that night he fell off his bed with a massive stroke with bleeding in his head. He was bleeding in his brain. This afternoon, Saturday, I went down to the hospital and they pronounced him dead. I'm sending a message to Prime Minister Rowley and I am telling you to stop this nonsense because it's killing people. My son is dead because he took the vaccine, she added as someone wailed in the background. In 2017, she had lost another son. Gospel music singer Denton Gitadan to an unknown illness. The CMO also disclosed that another similar incident had taken place within the jurisdiction of another RHA, and he had asked the authorities to meet with the families. Paris Ram did not identify the area that the second incident occurred, but said in the matter, the clinic, concerned had forwarded a preliminary investigative report that have been instructed to meet with the family and disclose their findings, he said, with a final report to be sent to himself and the minister. That is being very responsible. So speak to the family first and then come to the public. Is there a COVID outbreak at the Mayaro police station? Cop goes on trial for Laventil murder. An outpouring of love for Amaya living downwind of the Forest Park dump. Bloody attack on baby. Cops are always warned about bad behavior. Those are some of the stories in the Express and in the Newsday. TT Women's Hockey Team departs for Pan American Challenge. Griffith in limbo, lawsuit against Police Commissioner adjourned to Monday. Dennis, Marriott Hotel development won't end up like Sandals. TTFA signs data tracking deal with South Korea's Fitaga. How do you pronounce that?
Fit Together.
Fit Together?
Yeah.
Fit Together? As an organization or what?
I have no idea.
Baby Saria's family distraught since her death. Police Service Commission member resigns after ex-cop takes PSC to court. Valuations can be used to assess property tax for homes. Low numbers for COVID-19 vaccine at Paddock on Tuesday. Witness man shot dead by cop had no gun. New 500 million hotel development in Tobago by 2025. Jacob to Akas Cup until October 15th. PCA calls for public's help in a gun license probe. Valencia man dies in crash. Las Cuevas fisherman murdered. Vaccinated student, what I told you about that, to go back to school on the 4th of October. Trade unions, no mandatory vaccination without dialogue. Baby killed during domestic quarrel. Yeah, the child had got chopped.
Yeah.
So it looked as though if the child got chopped to the back of the head, then she raised up the child. Then.
Unless she had the child on her when the whole altercation started. Because she was saying that the man just appeared. He just appeared with his cutlass, and start a pelt blade.
The Helsing COVID-19 business safe zone plan still being worked on. Teaching jobs scarce, so education graduate is moving on. The Helsing uneasy as COVID-19 Delta variant community spread confirmed. Jesus Christ. 50,000 Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines to be released to population. Activists 159 Venezuelan deported in inhumane conditions. And those are the stories in the Newsday.
How they came here in humane conditions? In proper conditions?
I don't know.
Look,
and who is this activist?
They get vexed with me, They will get vexed with me.
So, an activist, you go ahead, do the Guardian, we'll come back to this. Oh, you have seen Gonzalez? Look,
I could tell
an
you that.
activist says 159 Venezuelans, including 25 children, were deported to their country on Saturday morning. Most had been arrested trying to enter Trinidad and Tobago illegally. Yasin Gonzalez, a human rights activist for Venezuelan in TNT, said 32 of the deportees had arrived in recent weeks and were detained after entering the country in Mayaro. After that, she said the authorities detained these people in a police station that was not in humane conditions. Go to the Guardian. Because go to your guardian because my red lips might turn black. Go to your guardian. Go to your guardian.
Oh, good.
I don't know who tell this woman and give this woman all this authority, you know. Because let me tell you something. When you enter Venezuela, right? As soon as I remember I went on a boat ride to Venezuela some years ago. As soon as we enter Venezuela, they come on the boat with guns in your face and they treat you worse than a dog. I would never forget that. So go ahead before my lips turn black. Go ahead, sir. I'll come in now. Let me just put down something.
So headlines in The Guardian, PSC falling apart. $100 million ENV settlement. So let's see what's happening in The Guardian. Boy who was killed by dog laid to rest. That was the message yesterday from Pastor Marlon Alvarez as he officiated the funeral service for 4-year-old Amaziah Lewis, who was mauled to death by a dog last Sunday. Family recalls joy baby Saria brought before a tragic end. Farmers on state land want compensation for destroyed crops. Judge defers Griffith's lawsuit to next Monday. New pumps arrive to drain Oropouche Basin. Housing Minister to assist Bellevue residents. Public will know of high-handedness in 24 hours, says Moonilal. $500 million Marriott Hotel for Tobago. Fewer than 10,000 students vaccinated in line for return to physical school. No bail for dad accused of repeatedly raping daughter. Residents want a police station back in St. Mary's Village. Analyst says one THA district heavily skewed to favor PNM win. Palaseco Bridge to be fixed before school reopens. Piparo Bridge to be fixed soon, says Sinanan. ANV Oil gets $100 million settlement, new 10-year deal. Afra Raymond supports property tax. And 4 COVID deaths and 197 new cases. So these are the stories that are making way in the Guardian, the Express, and the Newsday at this time. So let me say good morning to the guys, all of you guys locked on Facebook, also on YouTube. Pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Need to make sure that we are all on the same page this morning, yes. So while I await the Sharon's return, I can probably open up the lines for just a bit, take 1 or 2 calls. You could say good morning. So my numbers are 342-0081 466-5391. You can call me up now and take a few of your calls. Caller, good morning.
Morning again to you, Bruce.
Morning.
This is a serious problem with these farmers. Year go, year come, like them only planting by the river. So when the produce wash away now, the government always had to hand these people money. This thing going on for years. Look at the wrong words. The ex-food basket of the country at one time. Don't build no concrete structure on farmland. These people, how they so covetous from that side, boy? And there's always taxpayers have to bear the burden. Right? That ain't right. It's unfair to the country, and they always want. Dr. as usual, my brother.
Yeah, man, take care. So, Sean, just to give you an update, Tobago is locked on, eh?
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so, you know, sometimes I just have to be careful, you know, because I see in public will know of high-handedness in 24 hours, Muniland.
Yeah, Papa.
You know, these people went to Parliament and they did not vote on the merit of hiring Gary Griffith. And I don't know how all of a sudden they talking. This thing looking so and smelling so bad, eh? I want to leave that there. You see me? And look at this one and all. A&V Oil gets 10 million settlement, new 10-year deal. They make a whole, you know, the people who, you know, Sharon, take it light. They are the ones should be paying all these money. They make all the bacchanal and the confusion. So Trinidad and Tobago, you know, this morning I know what to tell all you. I don't know what to tell all you this morning, you know.
Gosh.
I just don't know what to tell all you this morning. But other than telling you to get your vaccine, valuations can be used to assess property tax for homes. Commentator and chartered surveyor Afrey Raymond recently told Newsy the Valuation Division's current exercise for landowners to submit information can in fact be used for levying property tax, including for homeowners. Raymond is past president of the Institute of Surveyors 2009 to 2010 and a past president of the Joint Consultative Council for the Construction Industry, JCC, 2010 to 2015. An advertisement published recently in the newspapers by the Valuation Division said anyone in possession of a residential land, commercial land, agricultural land, or combination must fill out a form containing its details by November 30th on pain of a 5, or they say pain, or it should be or pay. You see it?
The story is
I'm in the Newsday.
The Newsday. Because now looking to see. What's the name of the story?
Valuation can be used to assess property tax for homes.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Now get it.
Right. So,
yes,
it's there. You see it in the third paragraph. On pain of a 5,000 penalty under the Valuation of Land Act, Section 32. Newsday said if the word land only meant land with no buildings, as the advertisement does not mention the phrase dwelling house, Raymond replied, yes, the legal definition of land includes anything in, on, or under it. The instructions accompanying the form on the Valuation Division website confirm this view by saying land or property includes buildings or any part of a building. Also, the form or return itself seeks building details such as whether the flooring is or ceramic or porcelain tiles, timber, carpet, etc., and whether the ceiling is ceiling, tiles, decorative plywood, or gypsum board, etc. Further confirmation comes in the Valuation of Land Act, which says land included all buildings or any part of any building, plus parts, passage, watercourse, land covered with water, and all structures, machinery, plant, pipelines, cables, and fixtures which are upon in over under or affixed to land. Newsday asked if valuations now being done under the Valuation Act could also be used for property tax calculations. Raymond replied, yes, that is what the information is being gathered for. Property owners, occupiers do not have to provide a valuation. That is being done by the state. The Valuation of Land Act Section 24 uses of valuation says where any other written law refers to a valuation such as an annual rental value, this shall be the valuation made in the Valuation of Land Act, unless otherwise provided for in another written law. Further, the Property Tax Act, Section 3 interpretation says annual rental value is determined by the Commission of Valuations under the Valuation of Land Act. Some confusion may arise from the Valuation Division's frequently asked questions, FAQ section, where the answer to question 4 says, the valuation rule is not property tax. The valuation rule is a record of data on all parcels of land in Trinidad and Tobago inclusive of value. The Valuation Division does not process or collect property tax. Newsday asked if the recent Valuation Division ad was related to a similar exercise in recent years in which field agents visited people's homes to make notes, and whether those prior values will be retained, with estimates for new properties to be added to the roll of the whole exercise will be rebooted from the start. Raymond replied, my impression is that this is a fresh information gathering exercise after the legality of the 2016 exercise was tested by Devon's Maraj suit in which the state prevailed in 2018. Newsday asked about an apparent ambiguity in the Valuation of Land Act on penalties for non-compliance. Firstly, Section 6 specifies a the zeros is getting me tongue quick. A $500 fine for a property owner who fails to make a return within a allotted time or makes one which is defective or incomplete. However, Section 32 imposes a $5,000 fine for any property owner who obstructs or hinders the commission or his or her officers in their duties, or who refuses to furnish any information when required to do so, or fails to comply with any requirement of this act. Oh. Let me see. So I got a Ministry of Finance Valuation Division, and I got this. With how many pages? Right? I just came, the mail person brought this and she was delivering to all the homes by delivering the mails.
Okay.
So this came. I don't know if this is what, I think the Valuation Division, and they have, this form must be completed in black or blue ink in block letters. Please attach copies only of the following documents of this return. They have 1, form of identification, ID, passport, driver's permit for owner and or occupier. 2, photographs of property, front view and side view. Title document example, the title deed certificate if available, WASA bill if available, building plans if available, lease agreement if available, survey plan if available. And the instructions for land with only residential buildings, living units, complete section 1 to 5, 6 and 8 only. For land with only commercial buildings, units, complete sections 1 to 5, 7 and 8 only. For agricultural land, only complete sections 1 to 5 and 8 only. For mixed-use lands, complete sections 1 to 5, 6 and 7 as applicable, and 8 where there is need for more space or either details, example, to add more floors. Please copy and attach the relevant section of as necessary. So, it's coming in your mail. So Trinidad and Tobago, just follow what you have to do and do your thing and send it in. And I feel that might unearth a lot of things in this country where land is concerned. I tell you, it's going to get hot, you know. It's going to get hot. So Trinidad and Tobago, so you understand there's a fine. And despite rigorous attempts for over a week, Newsday was unable to contact the Commissioner of Valuation to put these questions. And when you go down a little further, you have Property Tax Act. Annual rental value means the annual rental value of land as determined by the Commission or the Commissioner of Valuation under the Valuation of Land Act. Valuation of Land Act, Section 6.4, a person who willfully A, fails to make a return within the prescribed time under Section 1, or B, makes a return which is defective or incomplete, or which is to his knowledge false in any material, particularly commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction to a fine of $500. Section 32.1, any person who A, in any way obstructs or hinders the commission or any other officer in the exercise of its function under this act or refuses to furnish any information when required to do so or fails to comply with any requirements of this act, or B, refuses to neglect to attempt and give evidence when required by the commissioner or any officer duly authorized by him in that behalf, or fails, refuses, or neglects to answer any questions put to him, or to produce any book, document, or other paper required of him by the commissioner or any such officer, unless just cause of excuse for the refusal or neglect is shown by him, is liable of a summary conviction to a fine of $5,000. So Trinidad and Tobago, that's how the cookie is crumbling. You have to go and do your valuation. They'll get your document. So I saw it came to my house. So you know what will happen, eh? It's coming. Fill out your stuff. Do not tell any lies when doing it, because you will be fined if they are caught. Just to let you know. All right?
Well,
so Trinidad, say that again, Bruce?
The countdown has begun.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, that is it in a nutshell. But when we come back, we'll open the lines first, have a discussion on it. But just quickly as he come down, so the activist said, Yasin Gonzalez, a human rights activist for Venezuela and TNT, said 32 of the deportees had arrived in recent weeks and were detained after entering the country in May. After that, she said the authorities detained these people in a police station that was not in humane condition to deal with people, especially children and women. The group was later transferred to the Chaguaramas heliport, where they were held for several days until they were deported. Families of the deportees told Newsday on Monday they were sent back to Venezuela by boat. Details of the vessel are unknown. Among them were several people who had been detained in various police operations, as well as 2 women with government registration who were waiting on a beach for their children who arrived in an illegal boat. They were waiting on a beach. Gonzalez said, I am a little disappointed, concerned, and surprised because there is no progress on the complaints of human rights violation against children and women. She said in a meeting between several Venezuelan spokesmen and National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines a few months ago, they raised the need to evaluate the ways and conditions in which detained migrants are treated. There are no suitable places to take care of children who are fleeing with their parents from the problems of their country. They are not common criminals who must be locked in a cell. There must be better treatment for human beings and evaluate their cases, Gonzalez said. The boat was to take the deportees to the port of that place in Venezuela. But they must be taken to Venezuela. Because they tried to contact Heinz to confirm the deportation, but messages were not answered. We go into the break. How much time again we have?
A few seconds.
We go to our break, and when we come back, we have a discussion on the property tax. But just to see, when they come into Trinidad, it doesn't come in inhumane conditions. There's be on a pirogue or wherever, come into Trinidad. We know it is you're committing a law by coming in the country illegal. So you think how you see now Gonzales know how they just treat and how they treated our Trinidad citizens when they catch them very close to the waters in Venezuela. She don't talk about that. All the inhumane conditions they are in. Look, first to begin, we must do the right thing. It's illegal, and the right thing must be done. Let's talk about that first. Only give me a break, eh? We go into the break?
Mm-hmm.
Right. We'll be back. Do not shift your dial, and let me say good morning to all Tobago. I hope you're locked on.
What's scientific running down $1,000,001 girl out there? When they got one, you want the queen auntie, queen auntie. You want the queen auntie, queen auntie. So let me see them auntie, queen auntie. You want the queen? One drop, let me go. Let me know how much queen I can pull from the pack. One girl, two girl, three. Give me a queen that could hang the jack. Shuffle up the back, not every queen must have the king back. No waste girl energy. You see that queen that get a hand nearly pack. That is the one for you are the queen auntie. You are the queen auntie. Queen auntie. So let me see them auntie. You are the queen. You are the queen. Let me tell them I like it. You don't like it. Because you're hot and steamy. Steamy, you touch road and the man them dreamy, yeah, because you're hot and steamy, yeah, you touch road and the man them dreamy, you're looking good tonight, make some noise, wonderful. I find in society, we don't honor, we don't love the women, we don't honor and love the queens. I think we need to show some more respect to our queens. You agree with me? Say yeah. Nice. And this song is not about your significant other alone. Your queen could be your mother, your grandmother, your aunt. And this is the reason why I write this next verse. Alright? Let me go. One drop. You is a blessing to the world and you know that. Appreciate all the love when you show that. My God, in your madness, hold facts. Love stronger than elements, hold that. My mindset on you. I don't know what to do. Hope my wish come true. And that's why you are the queen. 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 How I like it, because you're hot and steamy, you touch road and you man them dreamy, yeah, because you're hot and steamy, you touch road and you man them dreamy, yeah, you are the queen auntie, you are the queen auntie, so let me see that.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions. or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
So, young man, what are your future plans for my daughter?
Well, sir, I'm a hard worker and I have plans to buy us a home. I already put things in place to be able to retire comfortably.
Oh, so you already have a retirement plan?
I would like to be able to relax and travel the world with my wife. With your permission, of course.
Sounds good to me. Welcome to the family, son.
Life happens. That's why life insurance is important now. Life Insurance Awareness Month, brought to you by TIFA in conjunction with its member companies. Visit TIFA on Facebook for more info.
Playing together, liming together, sharing together. Those moments will be ours again. At First Citizens, we believe that together we can get through these challenging times. Now, we are making it easier for you to get a loan that will help ease your burden. You can ask for longer repayment terms or consolidate your current loan payments into one affordable monthly installment. It's all meant to make it easier on you. Let us start the conversation today. Visit our website or email us at loans@firstcitizenstt.com. We're in this together. First Citizens, we put you first.
When your little one has his first friend, they share hugs, games, and germs as well. He needs to be strong. Protect them with Nestle Clem 1 Plus. Clem 1 Plus contains prebiotics, vitamins, and minerals that contribute to maintain a healthy digestive and immune system, helping them to achieve 100% protection plus nutrition. Nestle Clem 1 Plus, your love, their future. Clem 1 Plus is not a breast milk substitute from 1 year onward.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM.
Every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
For the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinal Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Showin R. Thomas on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of numbers 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements: silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359.
Or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth. And prevention is always better than medication.
Len Capital Certificates is a business consultant company that provides a passive income service. Through our partnership perquisites, we allow customers the possibility to earn interest monthly or yearly by purchasing one of our Precious Gems packages. These Precious Gems packages are exclusively available by Len Capital Certificates are as follows: Opal, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and Diamond. For more information, call them at 376 Len or 376-5366. Remember, it's all about you.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
So welcome back. You're locked on to the Street 909 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy with the lovely Miss Sharon Felix and yours truly, Bruce Wayne.
Yes, Bruce. So let me say again, good morning to, if you're now logging on, good morning to all our viewers, all our listeners, all our callers. Good morning to Tobago, our foreign viewers and listeners. Good morning to everybody again if you're now tuning in. So we can open the lines and have a discussion on the property tax. Somebody called me while we were on a break. I really wish we could get somebody,
a lady,
from that department to talk to. The question was that she did all her stuff in the earlier stages of the property tax when they had, remember they would write, and she have had a slip of paper where she carried in everything. Just asking if she have to do the same thing again. So, I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So I need to get someone to walk us through, to give us a full detailing. Because there would have been some people who did it already or might have done something similar. But I know in the mail they're dropping off this document for you to fill out, and I would have given you some of the requirements. So, and they told you how to fill it out in block letters, and one form of identification, ID, passport, or driver's permit for owner and or occupier, 2 photographs of property, front view and side view, title document example, a deed or certificate if available. They tell you a lease agreement, WASA bill, building plans, survey plans. And the instructions are here, how you filled it out. So if you didn't get one, it's coming in the mail, so you will get it shortly. All right? So we want to open the lines and have a discussion. I know, because I know there are some people talking about, there's not the time for tax, and I'm ready to pay my thing long time. And a number of us ready to do that long time. Because it says to us that we're interested. All who fight in this issue, they live in Trinidad and Tobago and go into other countries where they have property, paying the taxes with no issue. No confusion, no bacchanal. They ain't making a song. They go in and pay the 2,000 US without a hassle, and multiply that by what is the rates now? 7 or 6 point something.
7 something. I think it's 7 something to 1. I wonder. I'll check and see.
So, I don't know. I'm seeing here someone asking, I'm on the YouTube, morning Sharon, and this person who submitted a return previously and had a site visit by evaluation division officer are not required to submit a return at this time. Oh, is that so? Patrick, please call me on 7264685 so I can confirm what you're saying, please. because that was the question. That was the question the person asked. Nicole Graves, good morning to you, love. Good morning to you, Winba, honey, love you. So, Patrick Romano, could you call me please on 726-4685? I will appreciate it very much. All right? So, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, gosh. Bruce just not.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
All right, so a message was sent to me. Thank you very much, Angie. Thank you, Mr. Chance. I'm seeing at this point, she just need to go with her ID and slip. You can call, okay. I'll call Mr. Chance to confirm. Or he's listening, he's going to tell me. Now, hold on, let me see if there's a person calling me. Bruce, go ahead and open the lines and take your calls.
Okay, no problem. So, guys, you can call us on 342-0081, 466-5391. So you can call us up now. The lines are currently open. So we're taking your calls at this time. Yes. What's going on with this thing again? Yes.
All right. So, people, let me just ask you not to call me on my private phone at this time because I have to stop the answer. The only person I want to call is the person who put up the information. But then Angie would have sent me some stuff, and Mr. Chance is going to call in to give us more detailing of the whole exercise. So please call if you need to call out for to comment on the radio. The numbers are 307-0930, just now Patrick, hold on Patrick, 307-0930, 475-7426, 475-7426, and you by you, Bruce?
342-0081 and 466-5391. Those are the numbers to call. Call us up.
All right, so Bruce,
Yes.
the gentleman is going to call us on air.
Okay.
And if persons were calling the 4757426, I now put it on, I forget it was off. Had it charging. I just had to hide it from them children. Everything is this fortnight. The phone and them can't rest in this place. So we're going to get a call and let's see if we can get some information out of the call. And thank you very much, Angie. And of course, Mr. Chance. Right. Good. Caller, good morning.
Hello, morning, Sharon again.
Hi, Patrick. How are you?
I'm fine.
So tell us.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. We listen.
Right, okay. The forms that have been dropped off at your mailbox requiring information, well, I must say, a lot of information.
Yeah, but
There's an instruction sheet, and there's also a letter from the Ministry of Finance Valuation Division dated the 6th of September 2021. And the very last instruction there says you are not required to submit a return at this time if you submitted a return previously and a site visit was conducted for your property by a valuation division officer. and a site visit was conducted for your property.
I lost you there.
Okay, you want me to repeat?
No, you just went down a little bit here. We went off. You didn't hear the last part.
Okay. What I said is that there's a letter or a notice coming in with this form that they're asking you to fill out.
All right, hold on, Patrick. So I have the document in front of me, right?
Right.
And we have...
Turn to the second, well, is a one-page document.
I'm seeing the one, and I have two one-page documents. One...
Right.
One is
dated the 6th of September 2021.
I'm seeing that here. Let me tell you what I have. I have Ministry of Finance Valuation Division to any person in possession of residential land, and they tell you when it's to return. I'm not seeing any date on that. And then I have another one, instructions for the completion of return required under Section 29 of the Valuation of Land Act. Page 1 of 2, and there's on the other side. That has
no, it's not that one. It's the one that is from the Ministry of Finance Valuation Division.
Right. I'm not seeing
and
it.
If you turn over the page where they have all the addresses of the various offices where you can drop off things.
Right. Oh, yes, to the bottom. 6th of September 2021.
Right. You see the last paragraph, so to speak?
Mm-hmm.
You are not required to submit a return at this time
if you submitted
a return previously and
a site visit
was conducted for your property by a valuation division officer.
Uh-huh. If you require further information, right. Excellent.
So you see, people are not reading their instructions properly.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just got the thing, and I placed it here to continue reading. So I didn't go through the fine print. But as the lady called and asked, I told her I didn't have the information, so that is a good thing I put it out. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you, my darling.
Right, you are.
Okay, dear.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, you heard it, and that is what I think Angie was trying to tell me a while ago. So, you heard it right here. So if you did it already, you heard it here. All right, so if you did your valuation and an officer came to your home and did the valuation and everything, so you don't need to do that over again. Right? But Trinidad and Tobago, it's coming in your mail. Read properly, follow the instructions, get all that they ask you for, submit your information. Submit your information. Let me take another call. Caller, good morning.
Morning, big sister.
Morning.
Morning, you're sounding very low though. Morning.
Okay.
Morning, Sharon.
Morning, I'm right here.
Right. Morning, how you going, man? Hey, good morning, brother.
Morning.
I hear that big dog in the back there, man, protecting you. And I must say morning to Daddy Chance and Mother to Tunapuna and the whole team.
Yes.
Dowley Junior and Barataria, Alien Man, everybody. Sharon, my mother had already submitted, so that was good information. Right? So my sister is in control. So that good information that I'll pass on to her. Is HCC people have to pay property tax. I hear that rumor going out, Sharon.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so.
I would think that if you are mortgaged with the mortgage finance, because you know they were directing a lot of people to the mortgage finance. I am not sure, Cassie.
I hope Daddy Chance or one of them could call. You know, the guy could call back again.
Mr. Chance,
you see this freeloading and this freeness culture in this country? That is what I call for. You see this low behavior with children? It comes about a Dominic broke it down for we. That's why you put that young academic on this program to educate us and to bring facts to us. is about $1,000 a year, is so much $80-something a month. Cut down on our fast food eating, the beers and the alcohol over the place, and stand up to responsibly. Help your grandparents and your parents in the home, where you're freeloading and running up their light bill, running up all the bills, hoping that the pension will pay all the bills when the month come, and running from responsibility, contribute and help pay the property tax a year. Because nowhere in the world you can live without paying property tax. I hear the Sawa Association, Sharon, saying that they're against property tax. I know that this morning.
That's what?
The Sawa Association, Business Association, saying that they don't agree with the property tax now. It has no right time to pay tax because nobody likes to pay tax. You see this culture and this freeness culture in this country, we can find money to wind down on boat cruise, find money on the avenue, to balance, find money to run home, do all kind of things. Find money to go and buy expensive fast food every day, drink online, buy premium drinks. All the help out all their grandparents and they tell our brethren and say, hey, your parents and them send it to school, you didn't get no gate. I say, you're working for over $30,000 plus a month. You supposed to take the utility bills and swipe your credit card. Give them back that for what they have done for you. You didn't get no gate. Trinidadians had to understand that we had to get responsible and learn to pay our bills. And I want to try and you see what's going on with ANV. You see what's going on with the ANV there, the confusion that they create? 100 million.
They create the bacchanal and the government had to pay that.
Yes, Parry and them going to take it over to pay for petrol trains. Plus interest, Sharon. And plus they had to review their contract for the next 10 years. You see what lies and propaganda create? And remember people who was the lawyer that represented Nizambash, the same Ramesh. So Monday, all you look out. People, as I say, I know how to separate personality, politics, and race, and deal with the issue. Ramesh on the case Monday. So Sharon, people all they pay all their taxes and stop this freeloading and selfishness. Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much. Have Mr. Chance on the line. Mr. Chance?
Morning, Sharon. Morning, Bruce.
Morning, Mr. Chance.
Morning, all the Titans. Mr. St. James, Taria, 1285, Angie, yes. Special good morning, all our Titans at home and abroad. Special very good morning to each and every one of you. Now, let me say to Mr. Romano, you're very correct, Mr. Romano, and I had a discussion 2 weeks ago with Angie with respect to that. And I told her one day when the opportunity comes, I would share my experience with it. And the thing is that all you have to do now, because you would have done that in 2017, what you have to do now, as Mr. Romano quite rightly says, is to take a receipt. Now, the Ministry of Finance, when they did the exercise in 2017, they gave you a receipt. But if you're like me and you couldn't find it, you can also take your ID card to the nearest valuation division. And with your ID card, the information is recorded digitally. And that is what the government is doing now. So that there's not going to be a page that you could tear off or white out. So the information on your property is recorded digitally. So I didn't have my receipt. But you know what they did? I went to the evaluation division right here in Aruka close to me. And I give them my ID card. And it took 5 minutes. They went inside and they said yes. And they gave me a duplicate copy of my receipt. Unfortunately for me, when I got home, I found the original. And they said to me, everything is okay. So Mr. Romano is quite correct, and there is that particular information on the form. But you know, Mr. Romano, you know, in Trinidad and Tobago, we don't read instructions. That's one of the limitations we have. We don't read instructions. That's a very important part of it. So yes, it is correct. Once you know that they visited you, somebody from the valuation division, they visited you, they did visit my home and property, and they took their pictures and all the side view and things like that. And that is complete, then you will not have to do that. But what I would suggest is that you verify that. You go. In Trinidad and Tobago, we always believe somebody has to do something for us. You have to verify that. That is my property. You have to go and say, yes, I have done this. Is everything okay? And it only took me 15 minutes, and it is verified. So Mr. Romano is correct. But I want to take 2 minutes to make this point. That, you know what I have found as a citizen of this country, Ms. Felix and Bruce and the Tita? Any time this government brings a bill to the parliament to treat with corruption, thieving, money laundering, tax evasion, crookedness, you do get no support from the UNC. I wonder why. Remember FACTA? Remember Global Forum? Remember beneficial ownership? Remember the gambling bill? Now it's property tax. And now it's revenue authority. I wonder why. Who are the UNC protecting? Why are they not giving support to these bills? And the government has to water them down. Bring them to what is called a simple majority. A number of these bills required special majority. But they always have something to try to get out of it by calling the word privacy. Huh? What it is they're hiding? And that's what we must ask as citizens. Do you know that from 2010 to now, approximately $200 million was lost every year? We have lost $2 billion to the non-payment of property tax. $2 billion. You know what that to do for the country? Do you know with the Revenue Authority, the IMF came in here in 2017, and I'll give you the facts. The IMF came into Trinidad in 2017. And after doing an analysis, a survey of what is happening with the country because of our deficiency in respect to how we are collecting our taxes, they identified that we are losing annually $16 billion. And they recommended that we move to what is called the Revenue Authority. But you know, the UNC fight down that. The government had to bring it into a simple majority, and we got 6 independent senators to support it. So we had 15 and 6. So it passed in the Senate 21. 6 independent senators supported it out of the 9. Why? Why I'm asking, and you must ask yourself that question. We are losing $16 billion, and only from income tax alone. The IMF told us we're losing $3 billion from income tax alone. And you know something, people? There are 60 countries in the world that have introduced revenue authorities. Why not Trinidad? I'm going to give you some more. Right here in the Caribbean, Barbados, Jamaica, and Guyana have revenue authorities. Imagine that. Right here, our Caribbean countries, 3 of them have revenue authorities. But nah, yeah, UNC and Trinidad, they want that. Why? Why? Are they supporting crookedness? Are they supporting money laundering? Are they supporting tax evasion? Well, let me tell you, this revenue authority is not a new tax. It is just an efficient and effective way of collecting the revenue for the country. And we need it. That's how we pay old age pension. That's how we pay our teachers and doctors and people like that. That's the money we use. That's the money all countries of the world use when they collect their taxes to provide goods and services for the citizens. I wonder if they believe there's a mango tree or a bygone tree or tomato tree somewhere in the Philippines. You could go and pick the money. Huh? The UNC have a tree somewhere, a mango tree or a bygone tree somewhere in the Philippines where they can go and pick the money and say, all right, we need $5 billion for social welfare. So they buy, neighbor, take $5 billion there for the social development. That is not how we get the money. We have to earn it. We can't print it like in America. And one of the ways we get revenue is by initiating taxation. I've said that all my life in PAYE. There are people in this country who are not paying 1 cent to see this country survive. And they live in palatial homes, Mercedes-Benz, and they're driving, and they're looking at we who paying all the tax. We're taking all the burden. Well, this revenue authority is intended to broaden the tax net. It's not a new tax. It's to get more people within the tax frame so that we can get more revenue to provide the goods and services for the people. So UNC, the people, when you hear the UNC talk, understand where they're coming from, It gives me the impression that they're supporting crookedness, they're supporting money laundering, they're supporting thieving and corruption. Do you want that? Thank you very much, Mr. Lee.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chance. I have Monk St. George holding on. Monk St. George is still there?
Yes, Miss Sharon.
Right.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm good. Hold on for me. Let me just give some clarity here.
No problem.
We asked about the HTC and something a while ago if they have to pay, if they have to follow the form or what. And the information was sent to me that HTC tenants that have to complete the forms or are to disregard, if that is what the person asks, the renter-own and license to occupy units will be completed by the HTC. They should regard for now, right? Disregard this for now, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much to all listening here. I wouldn't call any name, but love you so much, my dear. You know I love you. Right. Go ahead, Monk St. George.
Yes, Miss Sharon. Uncle Bruce, morning.
Morning.
I don't know much about that revenue thing. I have done mine, I think it's 2017, they are saying. I did it and a lady came to my house and did the valuation. So I'm not worried or afraid. I knew my father, as I heard Mr. Crosby said, they used to walk to Scarborough and pay the taxes. And Mr. Sharon didn't believe it was a little $6 and $5 and all those things. And those people used to walk 6 miles and 10 miles to go and pay the $5 and $6.
But Monk St. George, listen to this, what somebody sent on the chat on the Facebook. Teresa Willie. The area where I am is not even $200, so she's ready to pay her property tax. You understand?
No, I'm not hearing you very much. You're coming low.
I said someone sent us a message on the Facebook saying that the area where she lives is not even $200, so she's ready to pay her property tax.
Right.
So that as you said to us about the $6 and people used to wake sure and go and pay the $6.
Yes, and you wouldn't believe $6 for 10 acres of land, For 10 acres. You know how much lots of land in 10 acres? What do we have? About 8 or 6 in a lot. So, right? So when you check that, 6 by 10, that's 60 lots. You understand? Let me just say 6. So you understand? And they're paying $6. And people used to pay it. I don't know what is the problem now. Lands are developed. Maybe that is why Sadman want them to put people to live in the rainforest in Tobago. You understand? Because nobody paying taxes for over in the rainforest. Talking nonsense. My next thing is that Tobago has not got smaller or bigger since after the election, the House of Assembly election. It's the same Tobago. So when it is being said that PNM or the PNM government put how they say it? Well, somebody to go up in an area that is PNM. That is not so. PNM is all over Tobago. The PDP is all over Tobago. Watson Duke and Farley and Pate and everybody who is PDP said they have Tobago under control. So let them have no fear. Tobago has not gotten smaller or bigger, so PNM has no advantage. Let us call the election and then we'll know if PDP wins, we are satisfied. If PNM wins, we're satisfied. Don't come with no nonsense about PNM this and PNM that and PDP get disadvantage. Again about this Venezuelan thing. Mr. Central, I wanted to call and tell Ms. Sharon and Uncle Bruce, you said that Venezuelans leaving because Dr. Raul is so wicked and bad in Trinidad that the people going back home. Did Yasina tell them that Trinidad is so bad and wicked because of Dr. Raul? Why they still coming? Why they still coming? And you're talking about inhumane. They're not supposed to be coming. They should be going back because you said Dr. Kidwell is wicked, so the Venezuelans are going back home. You all come on, man. Get your all up together. Thank you, Ms. Sharon, for the time.
Thank you so kindly. I'm reading comments on our Facebook page. And Jacqueline Benjamin says, but the minister never say anything about paying property tax now. The form is to visit our property for assessment, which is to make sure that's the correct address on the form. I can say for a fact, some don't want it because their home is built totally different to the plans they submitted to Tongue and Country Planning. Someone is saying, if not now, Melsa Rock, if not now for taxes, then when? They want the government to open up the country, do this, do that, get the country going. How people isn't it taxes part of getting the country going? If you have it, take it, because I have it rolling here.
I have one. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning Bruce and morning Sharon.
Morning.
Dan and Bruce, you know what is getting sick? Most of them people who arguing about property tax don't even own a property, you know. And the people who own property could afford to pay the property tax. I was listening to a former Prime Minister's daughter who was talking about the property tax, and they all run through my mind. What about the London apartment? What is tax you're paying for that already? You don't have no problem purchasing that expensive, luxurious apartment, and it comes with the taxes that you have to pay for out of taxpayers' money that all is stole. And now come there tell me about don't pay no property tax. So how much must my garbage be removed from in front of my house? Right? What about my pavement? What about the grass in front of my house that county or CPEP just come and see about for me? Who has to pay those things? And you know, people don't understand that where the government is getting money from. Part of that is taxes, other than the oil and gas, which is diminishing and it's got to get, low. The government needs taxes to carry on certain things, to get a certain thing first. So the people who are the big shot houses and they think that they can afford that can afford to pay the taxes, like Ms. Kamala Prasad, etc. If they can afford to pay it, so the poor people who don't own property, that you'll either be live with your family or you're renting or whatever, you have the necessities and things, because when you pay your garbage outside there, you expect the garbage truck to come and take it, because they come and take it at costing, and they want to cost the government. Like if the minister to come and pick up your garbage from in front of your house, and it's burning tire on the road and all this sort of nonsense. People, don't let them fool all you know. One of the main thing of that is the beneficiary owner we start dealing with. So the people who own properties but it's not on their name, know how to answer, because the people who the names they put it on must do a source of funds on how they arrive at our apartment. Because you apply you on those things and then we'll be watching all that. If you're broken, how come you end up with that? Before 2010, you have no money in the bank. Right? 2021, you still have no money in the bank. But between 2010 and 2015, all of a sudden, your name showing up on a document saying that you own this luxurious house or a set of land all over the place. Where you get that money to buy that from? Like, all right, well, you have an authority and things will deal with you with that, because you're supposed to be filing taxes. And everybody who call in working for under $7,000 a month ain't paying no tax. And they are the ones who like to call about tax, but they ain't paying no damn tax, you know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Sharon?
Yes, all right, yeah.
You have
I can't remember if I had one holding on.
Check and see.
Yes, I have somebody holding on. Caller? Good morning.
Sharon?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sharon.
Yes, Ina.
Right, morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Morning to all those who looked on, listeners and callers. Sharon, is one reason and one reason alone why some of them shot the ball into high heaven and want to push back on this taxation. Too many people thief land in this country. That is the whole long and short of it. They thief the land, they build a house,
and some of them all the land that government give them for agriculture, they take it and build twin towers to rent. And they don't want to pay taxes, but they just want to show up on the people who they rent the place to every month and with receipt book in hand to collect the rent. That is the whole long and short of it. And then they the same people who just come out on the road, burn their tires and make noise and ball in the government ears. Well, the road effect, the drains dirty, they're cleaning. What the government doing? Minister works. Well, they want the ball and get on. How will they want that to be done? Where the small Twin Island state getting the kind of money from to upkeep it? Any developing country people must pay taxes. I know for me, I am happy to know that things are being put back in place so that I could know that and I could have documents in my hand to show I own property. You understand? I don't want, if I want to sell it to my children down the road, they hear somebody else own it. So I'm happy for what the government is trying to do. And people be reasonable. The dollars don't fall like manna from heaven, from the sky. Right? The government has to collect taxes so that it could run the country. And I'm going to repeat, any developing country, the citizens must pay taxes, whether big or small. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zina. A healthy discussion going on Facebook here.
What you need?
Yeah, Teresa Conley. Good morning, Teresa. Morning, Shona. People talking, these people who don't want to pay taxes have 3 and 4 houses renting out, make them pay their taxes. I'm seeing here Sharon and Bruce, the property taxes once for the year. The same people who complaining that the Prime Minister, we have Carnival next year, finding the money, $5,000 to $10,000 to play mass, and they in all those inclusive feds. Mark my words, too nasty minded once a year is not much money. Look, I have Massachusetts on the line. Massachusetts, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Gorgeous. Mr.
Good
Bruce
morning.
C. Titans. Oh, come on, lovely discussion this morning. Listen to intelligent people talk. Jeez, man. This Titans. You know, regardless of what nation you go to, the number one employer is the government. And unless they have natural resources, unless they have big companies doing all kind of business, the money comes from taxes. If the government is the largest employer and the majority of the income comes from taxes, if you don't get enough taxes, does not mean to say that you're reducing the labor force. Does not mean to say that you can't have essential services provided. And as people keep saying, all of them people on the UNC, how much of them own property all over the place, and they're paying taxes, and then with them paying them taxes, it's gone. But the land that paying their salaries with the taxes collected by the government to pay them, to pay the taxes abroad, they don't want to pay it in sweet P&D. It ain't going. It's like a woman, a man. Yeah, his wife home. The wife doing everything for him. Be taking the money and getting the deputy.
Oh God! Talk
and what the deputy get doing for him?
She ain't washing clothes, she ain't cooking food, she ain't doing nothing, just collecting the money.
You know, like a minister said, when I think it was the first year or the second year during after PNM took over, some of these ministers here, they come in that when they come to government, they had a pair of pants with a fob. Now, when you see they're walking with military, with pocket here, pocket there, pocket all over the place. say, him with a fob, you know. But now look at how much pocket they have. If that is not a true statement, I don't know what is. Government is number one provider of employment. Number one source is taxes. And if all you look how many people is qualified to say about the people in PNM, in the PNM government have all this tax, like the finance minister and the attorney general, how much property they have, and well, all right, they ain't paying no taxes. If they own all of that, let them pay the tax sooner, and they are the people and them saying put the tax in place. Thank you, gone.
Thank you so kindly, Massachusetts. Thank you very much. I'm reading on our YouTube channel. They're saying, what about those who are paying their property taxes in Holland and taking pounds? Woo! Hugh Bridgman, excellent. And we have well said, they're still stealing land, they're encroaching on the sidewalk where possible. Mr. Romano, if you know how that irks me, because I am seeing people building up buildings and not following the guidelines, and I don't know what it is the building inspectors and these corporations are doing. I don't know what they're doing. I know in the Samuel Laventil area, regional corporation, they don't have a building inspector at this time. But I am telling you, I can show you pictures of someone who built a house almost on the street, and TNTech put up current for these people. The person can stay from in the house, in the window, and touch the light pole. Then we have people running their water straight, the water running straight if you see how that, straight to the road. They run the water line straight out to the road, so all the nasty, filthy water running in the road. Then not even more to go further. They're putting up a fence, or they're going and put up a structure right on somebody's fence. I don't understand that. Right on somebody's fence. Look, I tell you, I kind of didn't want to talk this morning. Nakola, good morning.
Hello. Morning.
Morning, Miss Crosby.
Sharon, morning. Bruce, morning. Everybody else, morning. Yes, and I have a little piece to add to the collection, the filling out of the form to the taxes. I called the office because I did fill mine out last time, and they told me if anyone came to visit, I don't have to do it again. But if someone did not come, I have to do it over. When I got them, I told them about the number, my receipt, and the date I did it. Another person answered. They said, you have to still fill out the requirements if they didn't come to visit. So that part I want to add.
But did you get a receipt? Did you get a receipt from them?
Well, I have a receipt, and I called out the number and the date that I sent it in, and they told me if the person, anyone did not come to visit the property, I have to do this exercise over.
Okay.
So you all could call the office and get that clarified.
Okay.
But it's the office who gave me that. There were some numbers on a form that I think, not a form that I got, and I got the numbers and I called. Okay, and I have all the paper saying what they received from me and all like that. But no one came to visit my property. So she told me if no one came, I have to do it over. That's from the office. And I know of someone who wanted to pay for a piece of land cash, and when they refused them, who knows if that person still had the piece of land in their hand. Okay?
Thank you very much.
You hear me, Sharon?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Right. And Jenny, I heard you yesterday. Thanks for your correction. Okay then. All right, you all have a good day. Bye.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Crosby. I'm seeing here Kathleen K. Here in the UK, we pay property tax and in addition, television license. You hear me? Television license. Call me up, caller. Good morning.
You hear me?
Yes, caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please listen.
Hi, good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning to all the titans of democracy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is the Punisher calling me here from Faizabad.
Yes, Mr. Punisher.
I just want to relate a little story about a man who lived on his property. His grandparents lived on the property. They paid their taxes prior to 2009 when they stopped it. They paid everything up to date. Everything was in order. Until one fateful morning, sometime between 2010 and 2015, some men showed up with police with a big truck and a bulldozer. And these men dressed in suits own a big business in San Fernando. And I'm giving you facts, own a big business in San Fernando, and the police ordered the people to come out of the house because this man has a document in his hand, fresh ink from the Red House, right, showing that this property belongs to him, and had to bulldoze the man property. When this gentleman came back from this, in fact, at the time, he was in the state of having a surgical procedure done on his eyes. When he came back home, had to go to court, and every time he appears in court, the court matter was heard already, and they had no time to listen to him. Eventually, he was run wrong, and these people are now own the property. If those of us who don't want to participate in submitting these return forms so that we can show that we own our own property, then somebody else is going to come and claim it from us, right? And everybody who's talking about this, only poor people. Poor people have mansions. Poor people have acres of land that they cannot account for. Poor people have the little one house, they have the little one piece of land, and their taxes they can more than well pay. I know that for a fact.
Caller, hold on and remember your last word. Some years ago, or some time ago, you all recall me talking to a gentleman called Mustard Seed. And his sister came on the program to tell us about some acres of land that they own. I am not sure if it's in your area, Faizabad, or somewhere around that vicinity. And a particular gentleman was fighting them for the property, then started to encroach on the land, and then started to cut away and do all kind of thing. And she was going to the other court matter going on. Now, I am so happy that you called in to raise this issue, because I remember me, Sharon Felix, that's me here, got a call, now Superintendent Roger Alexander. I would never forget that.
Yeah.
I went to Maloney Street, and when I went there was a gentleman in a vehicle. Apparently, he tried to sell the property to a gentleman. The gentleman, now knowing the real owner of the property, called the person and said, but I didn't know you were selling your land, and if you think, why you didn't tell me, because I'm interested in this, that, and the other. The man says, selling my property. So he apparently made a report. And he got in touch with the gentleman, telling him, look, I'm interested in the property. So the man came. When the man came, he was, he encountered the police being there and so on. So I went down to see what was going on. I posed as the secretary, because here what he say. He said that the person who was dealing with the property and which lawyer he went to and so on. So I went like the lawyer's secretary. I said, but I can't remember seeing you there, and so on and so on. On that document had a particular person that I know very well. I called that person till a week, but they never answered to tell them, go and clear your name if you know you're not in fraud with these people.
Right.
In the trunk of that vehicle, Mr. Gentleman, had copies of documents of persons' deeds all over Trinidad and Tobago.
You see?
When they started to question the gentleman, he couldn't say how he came by all that information there. That is one. Up where I live here. Now the sister already, she built now, and she's waiting for just to amend some stuff, because I was helping her with some stuff on the property with the drawings and so on. They just had to amend one or two things that Tongue and Country wanted amended. I remember one morning I going across somewhere, passing in the area, and see one set of people like on a side visit on the people property. So I come back down the road because the brother of one of the sister of the property, I said, look, people, what people doing up by all your land? Like they're doing a survey or they're selling the land? He said, selling the land? So I drive him up the road and he jump out and he start to curse and carry on to everybody leave. But my cousin was one of them in that. And I asked him, I said, what are you doing here? He said, girl, this man called for people to come and see the property to bid, to pay to buy for it. But you had to pay to get to bid. I said, what? So listen, you calling in this morning, I was so happy because I have been telling little stories here and some people must feel, well, I come to make mischief. No. I am happy that you called in and explain that.
But Sharon, it's not only that example I have, you know.
Give us some.
Mariano Brown, on another frequency, spoke about his experience that he had with a property up in Cascade. And there was another man from somewhere up in the east, an old Indian man who was in his 70s, who, because he had his documents in place, got a very good lawyer to go before the court and prove that the property belonged to him. All this time, his family is now separated, broken up, wife gone her way, children gone their way, and left the old man because he had nothing. And at the end of it, he won the matter and had taken the state to court because the state facilitated, through the police, they facilitated this crooked man who came, destroyed his property, said it was his own, with a false deed in his hand. And this is what I'm trying to understand, why people in Trinidad and Tobago are not understanding what this transformational leader in Dr. Rowley and his team is trying to do for the people of Trinidad and Tobago in the line of us who are what we call the poor ones to secure our own property. Right? We need to get this thing up and running as fast as possible. There's also another example of someone that I know personally whose father and mother passed away, didn't transfer deed and stuff into their name, but when they were ready to get things done after they did the survey, the surveyor went into the Red House to find out exactly what's going on with the deed for the property, and then realized it was already transferred into the neighbor's name.
Oh Lord, Jesus Christ.
And now the individual has to now go and spend money to pay a lawyer to get deed of gift and transfer. And they were told that they need to now come and pay half of the legal fees to this attorney who is trying to correct things for them. Tell me if that is right in this country. And all these things propped up immediately after the Axi-Tax campaign, Sharon. After the Axi-Tax campaign. No tax, don't pay no tax, don't pay no tax. My sister who lives in the state is telling me that if you even have a water pipe burst in front of your house, when the state sends the machinery to fix it, you have to pay that bill. How much of us has paid that in Trinidad and Tobago here in Wasava leak and water wasting on the road, and then they come and they fix it? How much of us be paid to be charged for that? We playing the fool in Trinidad and Tobago here. And I say, bring the revenue authority, bring the property tax, punish her out. I will listen of it.
Thank you so kindly.
Sharon, we have to go to the break now.
All right. So, guys, we'll be back. Don't shift your dial. Interesting conversation this morning. We'll be right back.
Oh, good. Lo. The sisters. Let me catch my breath on here. Me playing mad in real life, I'm tired. Somebody say yeah. George, I read energy, right? Only that way from the setup. Hold on. Hold in your stomach. A real belly, you know. And just sing. Sing from your heart, ding dong. Just sing. From the age of 10, had my first girlfriend, I didn't have no paper when she wanted ice cream from right from me bed. Later then, how much money you spend? It's too one way again. She marking every cent. You see, I just too much girl in life. You see, I make too much of a noise. You see, I never be again. I want it first. All them get busy first. I want it first. Love on it first. Low. All who play the due mark, let me see a trumpet sign.
What is Apex? It is the pinnacle of high-performance vision through a lens. It's clarity, no matter what angle you look at. It's comfort, no matter what you do all day, every day. And it's customized with every digital measurement your eyes require to see at their very best. Apex Digital Lenses by Value Optical, the ultimate lens design for your eyes. Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Hey, you keeping safe? I hope so. I don't really know what will happen when everything will back up, but the lime had to go on. But in the meantime, just come online with the live wire. I'm on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Or you could check us out on the live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM or on YouTube at Street TV. Don't forget to share the live. That might just be as important as you keeping safe. So mask up, sanitize, tune in to the Street 919 FM, Lime on the Live Wire, Saturday afternoons, 5 to 8 p.m. Don't worry, I gotta be home in time for the curfew. Keep safe.
From the moment you first crossed eyes.
It's a girl.
To their very first bowl of cereal. Open wide. Going into parenthood means nourishing your little one to reach their fullest potential. With Nestum Nature's Selections infant cereals, give 30% more whole grain with 15 vitamins and minerals, including iron, all with no added sugar. Nature's Selection. Give your baby the best. Nestum, from 6 months onwards.
Playing together, liming together, sharing together. Those moments will be ours again. At First Citizens, we believe that together we can get through these challenging times. Now, we are making it easier for you to get a loan that will help ease your burden. You can ask for longer repayment terms or consolidate your current loan payments into one affordable monthly installment. It's all meant to make it easier on you. Let us start the conversation today. Visit our website or email us at loans@firstcitizenstt.com. We're in this together. First Citizens. we put you first.
Yo, it's more mega, more chances, more money, more fun. With the mega bonus ball, win 35-1. Playway is giving you more mega for your money. Win 35-1 and win mega payouts daily. Now you can win 35-1 in every Playway Mega Mix draw if the mega bonus ball calls. That means even more chances to win when you play any of the mega mix options. Hey, it's more mega, more cash, more ways to win. Playway Mega Bonus Ball, unleash your winner within. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Julia, how our daughter bright so?
What you mean?
Kelly's so young and already talking about when she gets her first job, taking out a mortgage with TTMF at 2%.
She knows about 2%?
Yes, 2% with no down payment as a first-time homeowner and the lowest rate on the market. We would not have to dip into our savings to set her up. Where she get all these brains from?
Her mother, of course.
TTMF, from here to home.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division?
Yes, sir.
I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries.
Excuse me, sir?
Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488?
Yes, Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I could buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 63 Tools.
Alright, thanks boss. Nah man. Ronnie,
do you have $488 to lend, man?
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco, Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective from 9 p.m. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
This is the Street 919 FM COVID-19 updates. In case you missed it, the latest COVID positive cases in TNT as of September 21st, 2021 stands at new positive cases 197, total active cases 4,003, total recovered patients 43,397. Total positive cases for COVID-19 as of March 2020 to present, 48,826. Follow the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Wear your mask, sanitize, social distance, and avoid gatherings. A message from the Street 919 FM.
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Implement the 72-hour rule. The 72-hour rule is a game changer when it comes to savings and focusing focusing on value spending. Before making any sort of impulse purchase, pause and take 72 hours to think it through. After 72 hours, you will likely have forgotten about making this purchase entirely. Also, you've just saved yourself a few dollars, maybe even a few hundreds by doing so. Over time, this rule can be the difference of thousands of dollars and can help you shift your spending habits to focusing on things that bring you value and align with your financial plan. That was your financial tip brought to you by The Street 91.9 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Welcome back. Just a bit of information for you. Value Optical wishes to advise the public that all 13 branches will now be open full-time to provide expert eye care services to you. All our regular services are now available. For your safety, we continue to practice established health and safety protocols, and we recommend that you make an appointment for all testing services. Please call us at 225-4865 or toll-free 800-2020 for all inquiries on opening hours, eye testing availability, and how we can assist your eye care needs. Value Optical, caring for your eyes. For all your hardware building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies, gravel and sand, don't forget PowerMaster, Optima Vata and Megastar batteries starting from $488. And it's all at Johnny Q, number 15 R. Peter Avenue, Woodbrook, and our new Johnny Q Superstore in Lowlands Mall, Tobago off Claude Noel Highway. Just call 63 Tools. Grow your wealth to millions. The Lotto Plus jackpot is now an estimated $2.2 million. With $2.2 million, all your dreams will bear fruit. Pick out your very own dream home, plant seeds for the future, and invest or even grow your business idea from scratch. Plus, match 5 numbers and you can win $50,000. There's millions in cash to harvest, but only if you get your tickets now for Wednesday's today's estimated $2.2 million Lotto Plus jackpot draw. And remember, winners always play Lotto Plus. Residents of Lowlands, choose to get vaccinated. The COVID-19 vaccination caravan rolls into your community today, Wednesday, the 22nd of September, 2021, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. at the Gulf City Mall. Vaccines will be available for all persons 12 years and older. Doctors and nurses will also be there to chat with you. If you want to get your children back to the school classroom, you want to get back to working and liming, or return to the things you love, choose to get vaccinated. A message from the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development.
Yeah.
Sharu? May I hear you?
All right, here.
Nice.
That's the beauty about working home. I could get a cup of tea. So, guys, we're back. And I love the conversation this morning. If you know how I love this conversation, because I'll tell you why I love the conversation. And the person's now logging on. This morning, we're talking about the property tax. So I would have read the article for you, and we went into taking calls, and people started giving their testimonies of a lot of things. But I'll tell you why I love the conversation this morning. It is because some years ago, a gentleman came to my mother's place. about piece of land in Tobago. Yeah? And you have to be so careful with people dealing with them where that is concerned. Because according to someone told me, land does disappear. It's automatically fall off the radar and bam, you just see. Because I know somebody looking for a root deed, right? Can't find it nowhere. So it means that the property and exist for a long time. It just appear one day. You have to be careful, guys. You have to be careful. And that's why when I saw the article this morning, I said, we're dealing with that today. So I have a caller here. Let me take the call. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Miss Felix again.
Morning.
Morning, Sharon.
Morning to you.
And morning, Bruce. I know you're any good man. A cup of tea in him out. Sharon, how long we not paying property tax? Since 2000 and what?
2009.
So how long again they want to not pay it for? My friend Begonian people. Sharon, right in St. James here, they don't have a place for rent at $5,000 to $7,000. I'm asking you. It's my hometown. Sharon, my brother have an annex. He living in Toronto. That rented for $3,000. And he had to leave it empty because when he come back home, he'll have nowhere to stay. They are funded. He have no problem paying property tax. Sharon, there's millionaires in St. James who own housing complex being rented out for $5,000 to $7,000 to $3,000. For years, over 15 years, they ain't paying no property tax. Who's that? I poor people are talking about millionaires, friends of people who I know, who I were friends of, inherit. Right? So they mustn't pay no property. They're making millions of dollars, Bruce. Me and you inherit no property, Bruce. You didn't inherit property. Me begrudge or envy nobody with parents who did well and invested, you know. But I am saying you have to pay a pound of flesh. You're making money. You have place of our next businessman lower down St. James. All them businessmen who all this in front of the store, the home is a business. All on the pavement. They have items you have to fit through and squeeze through the parts. They mustn't pay no property tax. It's our owners who have little business places. You know what they do, Sharon? That swimming pool in the place, Sharon, you are one of them. That swimming pool, they put swimming pool in the place. Unknowing to the authorities, subsidize water, subsidize electricity. They must be making millions and millions of dollars because the culture in St. James is to drink and lime and Trinidad. They mustn't pay no property tax. Them is poor people. The children don't even walk through the business place because they're too good. They walk through the back, they jump in the car, they press the gate and they go on and they come back. You don't even see the children. All they're arguing for them. I am saying the nonsense has to stop. Them people getting the garbage pick up, the roads fixed, the this, the that, the train all the rubbish on the side of the road. And they don't want to pay. Right in Barbados, they have to pay. They charge the water. There's a meter on the water. Jamaica, they entertain us people in electricity because it's not subsidized. Trinidad electricity is one of the cheapest in the Western Hemisphere. It's not in the Caribbean, in the Western Hemisphere, electricity. Right? I am saying there's no right time for the rich to stop hiding behind poor people like me, Sharon, and Bruce, and the majority of this country. Christian Mute, who's a 1%. Who's a 1% Chris Mute? Who would say is a 1%? From the Lebanese community, he say enough is enough. Time for business people and the community society to start paying property tax. Sharon, I go and enjoy all your day. All the businessmen in St. James, all you make enough free money. Time to contribute back to the society, and all you do use me as no mouthpiece. I go on.
Had to swallow. Papayo. Papayo. Well, people.
I have one here.
I want to pay my property tax. Go ahead.
Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning. morning to you, Bruce. Morning to Sharon. Morning to all listeners. Just want to be part of the conversation this morning because,
Good morning.
you know, it amazes me how, you know, I would have colleagues or friends in other countries because they want to speak from the narrative of being informed. So people, you know, they go to the US and they understand, you know, they go to Canada, especially UNC supporters. That's where they live. You know, and they'll go there and align themselves to what's required based on if it's the borough corporation there or whatever, and they pay the taxes everything. And then they have a force across here, including, imagine the mind of David Abdullah. And I keep saying for years, which poor people David Abdullah talking about? There's a friend of Nigeria told me, listen, there are two areas in Nigeria regarding the citizens, either you're rich or you're poor. In Trinidad, we have broken down into so much different strata, be it wealthy, rich, middle class, upper middle class, and we take care of the poor. And that's when I say we, because of the business area, people take care of the poor here. And I keep saying too, that the people they have as poor are the people who you join together as a woman and you decide that every year or year and a half she gets pregnant with 6 or 7 children and tell me they're poor. And government have to take care of those people. Are these the people really David Abdullah they're talking about? Because like the previous caller said, Sharon, I have met people who said, listen, they want to be associated with paying for their property. They want to be locked in. They feel safer because we are a corrupt society. And I'm not talking from politicians' perspective. I'm talking about the citizens here. We are real corrupt people, you know. David Abdullah said the form is cumbersome. But those that same cumbersome form that came for the grant, people took their time and pull it out, get the $1,500 and spend it. But to pay the property tax, I got the form. The form, you can sit there, fill out the form, get guidance, and go and pay. Not only that, government create rebates for poor people. Would not be, you know, they encapsulate them in an area where you don't have to pay one time. You're talking about do it only for industrial. Why would you do that? The logistics associated with getting things done, do all one time, and then you could regulate when the payment could start. And that's why David Abdullah are there with MSG, with just about 10 supporters. They don't make sense. And the media have to know as who to go to really have us entertained or informed by those who have information in the public interest. They don't have it. So let me end. I am telling you that government has to be tough on this one. Ignore Kamla Prasad. Ignore David Abdullah. The only thing they will do is try to put it in the court. And people go follow those forms. I start with my family. Every member that own a property, follow the blasted form, be associated with owning your property, and pay tax. Forget Kamla Prasad and they, because they, I've always said this, they don't care about Trinidad and Tobago. They don't care. And before I go to property tax, like one of the callers said, identifies big time. If you got money, you don't know where you get money from, it's government monies, and you bought property, it brings you out. You're like a worm down there. It brings you out. Is that what David Abdullah is talking about? Morning, Sharon and Bruce. Take care.
Ah, boy. And you know, we have some trolls on the Facebook. But as I continue to tell people, do not engage because they continue to want to draw you into this bacchanal confusion and mayhem. Don't answer. But I saw one of them saying, this Natty Nat, me, and who is he? He say, he talking about what? PNM thieving millions and billions, but all they not talking. Where the PNM thieving the millions and billions, but Natty Nat, where you was all the time? Where you was when $40 million was being given to a contractor and had to be retracted? Where you was when the water program, where the $1 billion up to now we can't see the water program in the Beatum? Where you was to talk about who thieving and who were thieving? Apparently your head was stuck up in somewhere that you need to pass a wind for it to come out. Because clearly, all you just play the fool sometimes. You wasn't nowhere there under between 2010 and 2015. You was out of exile. Look, let me tell you this. I continue to tell all you. Let me answer them. Do not engage them. The exercise is to come on the Facebook and YouTube page to make you all go into a argument that will get out of control, and then bam, YouTube and Facebook cut us off. And if you all fall for that, then don't call me to ask me, darling, not seeing me. Don't call me and ask me.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm not seeing you and I'm getting buff. Somebody messing me, but Bruce, we not seeing Shara.
No, I was drinking a cup of tea. I didn't want everybody to see the tea running down my chin and whatever. I was feeling a little gas pain, so I said, let me go and get a hot cup of tea. That's the beauty about working from home. You know, but let them continue. Because half of them who come in to talk all their rubbish about the property tax and tell you don't pay it. Sit down and check the history of these people. And you check and see how much property they have rent out all over the place. It's that they don't want to pay the property tax. And maybe, just maybe, some of the property have confusion. It's not on the name. Just maybe. This will unearth a lot of things, but do not engage these people. I told you to leave them alone. Leave them alone. We have both Munilal. You have Natty Nat. These people are trolls. Don't answer. Right. So we're taking your calls. We continue to take your calls. And in a short while, what's the time? 8:23. We have to go to our play with pick of the day. Boy, them numbers. Bruce, you see me? Yesterday, Mr. Moranti gave us some number, you know that play? Ay. I running down three numbers there for the longest while. But that is nothing. But I want to hear when they're talking. When Kingsley calling to talk where he's talking, or they must call and debunk it and say it's not truth. Or they must call in and write up and tell me it's not truth. All the bacchanal going on and the mayhem. Call in. That's what I want you to do. Call and debunk it, saying that is not truth. You say not to pay not. You say that is what you're alluding to. You want to tell the listeners and the viewers on this station here, on the Facebook, you want to tell them don't pay the property tax. Whether you're living in Trinidad or you're living out of Trinidad. You want to tell them that, but all it does is leave here and go to another man's country and adhere to all the rules and regulations. All you're paying tax before it's due. You're paying water thing before it's due. Heat before it's due. Look at here. In the UK, you have television license. You have to pay that. We have to pay that here. That will some all you want. To put some of them measures in place for all your tail. They should be telling you have to have a license and pay to be on Facebook and YouTube. Let me see what will happen. You so wouldn't come on at all because all you like is freeness. Mr. Chance, good morning.
Yes, man. This morning we giving them a tough.
Yeah, man.
But you know something, Miss Felix and Bruce and Titan. You know, there's a lady who's telling us, and they're showing TV giving her all the prominence. Don't pay the property tax. But you know, that same lady was on a public platform saying, AV oil, Tiffin oil. You know what the result of that? AV oil. There's a settlement for AV oil. They're receiving $80 million.
TT dollars. Tell them.
Right? As a full and final payment for any damages caused that they suffered. You know why they suffered damage? Because somebody was loose and careless and wapsy in the mouth and go and talk out that time in. So the taxpayers now, that's our money we have to pay now. So no pay no tax, but just give out money in expenditure. You see the property tax is revenue, you know, and it's that revenue we're using to spend for goods and services. But now we have to go down in the barrel and take out the tax money and pay the oil. And you know what? If you are getting a new contract, you know, to continue doing business. And in addition to that, all this matter with respect to the Gary Griffith and the PSC, you know who money still jumping up in that? It's we have to pay. You see who we employ? Russell Martino and Deborah Peak, senior counsel, and that's only for one matter, you know, that's three of them. Some $1 million I think I spend there. That's going down in the tax bus money again. Couture and bacchanal. That is what I said. Anything involving couture, bacchanal, crookedness, exploitation, money laundering, thieving. One name you could call. UNC. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chance. Well, guys, it's 8:27 a.m. and I want to touch on this before we go to the Playway Pick of the Day. I want to Oh gosh, all right, Zina, go ahead, Zina.
No, I'll call back.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, because I was calling to touch on the issue, the same land issue. That is not happening in the countryside alone, way behind God back, you know. You see where I live in Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
In that area that was adjoining a factory, there was a lot of land left after the developer. It was enclosed, and that was a vacant piece that I believe was sold to somebody. I have to say believe, because the gentleman has a deed for it. And it was vacant, so the neighbors here were planting on it. He gave them permission. And then lo and behold, the adjoining piece that was owned by whoever in high society, they said that piece, we just see trees falling, tractor, they say that all that is part of their land. And when the people who were working on it called the owner, they came. Well, here were 2 deeds were produced. One new and one old. And the people lose all their crops. As a matter of fact, it had the neighbor who was planting on it, she got a stroke one time when she see all the property matched down, and she ended up dying the next week. Now I'm telling you, it ain't happening behind God's back. Sometimes right in your area, in big broad daylight, these things going on. So people only have to get real. In Barbados, you understand, when they pick up your garbage and all, you have to pay for that. We here want to pay for anything. Sharon, next day where I want to talk something when before going into that, the countries who got certain vaccine, like they don't want people who get a certain kind to come there. I've seen it blowing up into our country, but the next day, I'm just hear about that.
Okay, my dear. Thank you so kindly, Zina. Well, guys, so we have about 10 minutes before we go to the Playway Pick of the Day. So I'm saying, let me tell Tobagonians this. Don't let this pass you. Do not let this pass you again. So the man who take off the sandals and pelt it away, this time put on a boots. This time put on your boots. A 500 million first-class hotel and property development bearing the Marriott brand is to be constructed in Tobago in 2023 to boost significantly Tobago's struggling tourism sector. Estimated time of completion is 2025. Evolving Technologies and Enterprise Development Company Limited, ETEC, Chairman Imtiaz Ahmad made the announcement at a news conference on Tuesday at the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort Lowlands. He said the proposed development, which is being undertaken by Superior Hotels Limited, will be built at Rocky Point on approximately 28 acres of land on the western side of Crafton Road and south of Pleasant Prospect. Ahmad said the project is expected to provide jobs for 750 people during construction. On completion, the development will employ 250 people. It comprises a 200-room hotel, a 28 duplex residence, 11 single-family luxury villas, and 12 fully outfitted townhouses. The development will also contain facilities for scuba diving, jogging, cycling, local food and craft, among other amenities. Ahmad said after an extensive evaluation of 5 months, a 5-man committee completed and submitted its report and recommendations to the cabinet, which approved them. The proposal submitted by Superior Hotels Limited TT Limited entails the development of an all-inclusive world-class resort with a Marriott brand. He said Superior Hotels Limited, which has vast experience in large-scale hotel and property management and development locally and abroad, is headed by Chairman and lead investigator John Aboud and includes George and Anthony Rahal and Richard Smith. Ahmad said ETEC must now issue a letter of offer to Superior Hotels for a 99-year lease of the land at Rocky Point. THA Chief Secretary Ansel Dennis told Tobagonians the development will not suffer the same fate as Sandals Resort International. Thank you, Jesus. It was only 5 years ago that we almost had a Sandals, but I want to give the people of Tobago the assurance that this time around, it will not be, just now, I can't deal with that now. It will not be about almost, for here, just now, oh God. Yeah. Just now, guys. Oh Lord, I've been distracted too much. Right, so we're going again. It was only 5 years ago that we almost had a Sandals. But I want to give the people of Tobago the assurance that this time around, it will not be almost, but we will have a Marriott hotel here in Tobago by 2025, he said. He said the hotel is just one of several investments expected to take place in Tobago within the next few years. This 500 million investment in the tourism sector is only part of what is expected to be millions of dollars in the tourism sector over the next few years. Because I want to say as well that this is only one of a possible. I would not want to call the amount, but there are other possibilities for hotel investment here in Tobago. Dennis said, a marina is also on the drawing board for the near future. Therefore, what you have is a situation where millions of dollars is being invested in the tourism sector in Tobago, both by the state and private developers coming on board as well. Because for this particular project, the entire 500 million is being invested by private individuals. He added, I think that signals that despite our challenges, all of us must admit that the tourism sector is possibly the greatest casualty of this pandemic. But I want to give all of us the assurance that the tourism sector will bounce back, and therefore we must continue to prepare for that. Dennis also urged Tobagonians to avoid bad-mouthing the project. All of us were around and saw what transpired with the Sandals project. And I am saying to the people of Tobago that we have a responsibility to ensure that this becomes a success. Ask questions, share your concern if you have any. But I am saying that attempts to malign and derail this project should not be encouraged in the Tobago space. Therefore, I am saying to all the stakeholders, not just the politicians, even on the very young people relying on this sector for employment, you have a responsibility to support this project and investment such as these. Dennis said Tobago cannot build a robust tourism sector without such an investment. Trade Minister Paula Gopi-Schoon and Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell also spoke. Tobago, you have an opportunity again in your hand. Do not allow it to get away. I'm telling all you. Don't let nobody come to confuse all you and tell all you about, oh, them go bring this when they come and them. They have nothing to bring. Because as far as I'm concerned, everything they have is for themselves. Do not let this is 750 people being employed. And then we're going to see 250 Tobagonians being employed. Do not allow this to get away from you. Please. And I'm happy to see that Ansel Dennis, the Chief Secretary, is speaking on this and telling you, he assured you that it's not going to happen like Sandals, because let me tell you all, and you know I don't put water in my mouth to talk. I found that THA sat down the last time, headed by Kelvin Charles, and they said nothing. But when it gone, then everybody sat to talk. You have the obligation and you have the authority to talk. It is for you, Tobago. So I'm happy that Ansel Dennis has taken up the mantle to tell you. He assures you that it's not going to happen like Sandals. The opportunity is yours. The opportunity is yours. Only thing all going to stop me. Watch and see if I change my residence to Tobago just now. All right. So it's 8:38 by you, Bruce?
Yes.
All right, and we're getting ready. We could take about 2 or 3 calls before we go to the play with Piccadilly. So call me up quickly, especially Tobagonians.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on Marriott? We have 2 minutes. Marriott's coming to Tobago. Let me hear earlier. Call me. Tobagonians only. I want to hear both from you. Give me 2 to 3 calls quickly. 2 minutes. Let me see how they could do that. Mount St. George, Mrs. Crosby, Mrs. Rowley. Come on, guys. Mrs. Archer, all you call me. Let me hear your take. Crown Point, all of you all. Where are you all? Let me hear. Tell me.
Caller, good morning.
The hotel is just after Mount Irving going up, and you just walk on the stretch down Elephant. It has a beach there. There are beaches all around there. But anyhow, come back to the tax. I just want to take a little few seconds. I want people to know long ago, before the PNM came into government, Dr. Eric Williams, when you go to the hospital, when you come out, there is a bill coming to you to pay. Sometimes it be a matter of cents or $1 and something. But that was
Bruce,
taxes
we don't have much time. We're going into the...
Right?
Miss Crosby, call us back after the thing.
Right now, I
need to take a call here. Call us back, Mrs. Crosby, after the play with Piccadilly. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning, quickly.
Yes, Miss Sharon.
We're specifically speaking about the Marriott coming to Tobago.
Marriott, yes, and I am totally in agreement with it. And I know the PDP going to use it as a political whip, but these the Marriott going to be done by locals. It's not foreign like Sanders. So I only hope the people in Tobago is smart enough to know that we must go with this run and not the first one that the stupid leader went away from us. Let me give somebody else a chance.
How much more time we have, Bruce?
5 seconds.
Oh gosh, all right. So we have to go to the play with Piccadilly. I thought I could have take 2 calls, but let's go.
Yo, it's more mega, more chances, more money, more fun. With the mega bonus ball, win 35 to 1. Playways giving you more mega for your money. Win 35 to 1 and win mega payouts daily. Now you can win 35 to 1 in every Playway Mega Mix draw. If the mega bonus ball calls, that means even more chances to win when you play any of the mega mix options. Hey, it's more mega, more cash, more ways to win. Playway Mega Bonus Ball, unleash your winner within. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are here with the Play with Pick of the Day, our segment right here, telling you a player wages a minimum of $1 and the base wager for a payout of $26. The Mega Mix draw then takes place after the Playway draw and pays a higher price amount on the 3 options, the Mega Ball, Mega Ultra, and Mega Extreme. If drawn, the current Mega Ball mixes are as follows: Mega Ball, $80 to 1, Mega Ultra, $100 to 1, Mega Extreme, $125 to 1. There is a Mega Bonus Ball in each Mega Mix draw. Once you wager on the Mega Mix option and the Mega Bonus Ball is drawn for that option, you win a $35 to 1 Mega payout for that draw. There's no extra cost for the Mega Bonus Ball, and base payout remains at 26 to 1. So remember, we're getting ready for the 10:30 a.m. draw this morning, and we're asking you to give us your numbers. Oh gosh, I ain't got my pen and thing. God.
You easy.
So you know I just have to eat right here. My pen and my paper. I just don't want to write. So people, remember, we can do our YouTube, send your numbers, and on our Facebook you can send your numbers. I'm taking the YouTube, Bruce.
Okay.
So we're taking your numbers at this time.
All right. Well, I have a few on Facebook here. 36. 11. 5. 9. 14. 23.
Mm-hmm.
5. 11.
They're getting on.
16.
But they're taking up all your numbers?
20.
But what is this?
21. And I have a call here.
Take it.
Caller, good morning.
21 and 28.
Nice.
And 22.
7, 30, 3, 5, 21.
21, 28,
30.
and 32.
21, 28, and 32.
Yes, and I have continuing on Facebook. I have 19, 21, 26, 17.
26, 17, Papa, yo.
Yes.
So I have on YouTube 14, 18, 26, 6, 7, 30, 3, and 5. Come on, guys. Where you all call us up with your numbers? 3070930 475-7426.
I have one here.
And of course, remember, you can give it to us on our YouTube and Facebook channels.
Yeah, Mr. Bruce Wayne and Michelle. My number is 6
Morning.
and 7.
6 and 7?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Right.
I have 8, 23, 24,
24,
25, and 33. Also, Rian George says 10 for the trolls.
Oh God, they don't say that now. Them thing that's playing.
Oh God, you understand?
I tell you. So come on, guys, call us up with your numbers this morning. We normally my whole paper does be full of numbers. What happened? All ain't playing today? What? 10:30 draw, you know. That's just now.
And
so
come on,
if
guys.
you're not calling us, then I'll read out the numbers anymore.
Just now I have 12. Hey, where you going? 1 and 9.
I seen it.
3.
1 and 9, right?
Right.
3.
11 and 25. And 28.
Yes.
Right.
Keep it coming, Facebookers. Where's Vernon Moranci? I ain't seen him send up nothing. Vincent Ochoro, blessed morning to you, my darling. Come on. I see Sean Wharton send me 14. Sean, you like money, eh? 21 for Gary. Oh gosh, Lord Father. Oh Lord. Not me, nah? Don't put me in trouble. Let's go. Where are my numbers? Give me my numbers. Right, so I see it. Yeah, give me 23, 24, 25, and 33. Give me that?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes, I did.
All right, so I see Vince Ochoro saying 12. I'm going over on Facebook because, like, over by me, you know.
Well, before you give the numbers for yesterday, yesterday's results, yesterday morning was 30 house cat with 2 white balls and a mega extreme ball played. Midday was 18 water boat with 3 white balls being played. In the afternoon was 35 big snake with the mega bonus ball playing twice with a white ball. And in the evening, 34 blind man with 2 mega bonus balls and a white ball being played. So that was yesterday's results.
Numbers coming in, boy, 4 and 18. Right. So I think this is where we gotta leave it now.
Yes, it is.
Or we still have a little something.
No,
Teresa, you're coming in time. Pauline Rogers hit. Right. So guys, the numbers we got were 36, 11, 5, 9, 14, 23, 14, 18, 5, 11, 16, 20, 21, 26, 6, 7, 30, 35, 21, 32, 28, 19, 21, 26, 17, 6, 7, 8, 23, 24, 25, 35, 10, 12, 19, 12, 1, 9, 3, 11, 25, 28, 14, 21, 12, 29, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2 and 3, 5, 11, 16, 20, 21, 14, 4, 18, 30. I'm seeing 23, 7, 17, 25, 24, 14. Ha, Papa. And that is the way the thing will end. So, guys, I want to thank you so very much. I'm seeing more 21 and 14 coming up. But thank you so much for taking part in our Play with Pick of the Day. And, of course, tomorrow morning, it will be on at 8:40. So stay tuned for that. But later on today, you will hear from, I think it's Precious.
Yeah.
And the 1 o'clock, that's for the 1 o'clock draw. And then we have the 4 o'clock draw. It's going to be done by, I think it's going to be done by Aisha Wells, both 4 and 7 o'clock, I hope so. So we have the 10:30 draw today. We have the 1 p.m. draw, 4 p.m. and then 7 p.m. So people go out and play your playway and make sure you get the pick of the day. And with your mega mix balls. That is it. Where we end our segment.
Yo, it's more mega, more chances, more money, more fun. With the mega bonus ball, win 35 to 1. Playway is giving you more mega for your money. Win 35 to 1 and win mega payouts daily. Now you can win 35 to 1 in every Playway mega mix draw if the mega bonus ball calls. That means even more chances to win when you play any of the mega mix options. Hey, it's more mega, more cash, more ways to win. Playway mega bonus ball, unleash your winner within. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Yes.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago and all our foreign listeners, I want to thank you so much for tuning in this morning with us. And the discussion was one of importance for us to really have that discussion. I want to thank all the callers that made their comments and their contributions, even our viewers and listenership on the YouTube and Facebook. They had an excellent discussion going on. I am listening, talking to you all, but I'm reading all the comments. And I want to tell them thank you so much for tuning into the Street 919 FM, especially in the morning, Titans of Democracy, and making us, I am saying it, making us number one morning program. It ain't nobody could touch, I am telling you. Take it from me. The way we have structured our program, we touch at least, so we touch so many people and different classes of people. So we want to thank all of you for tuning in and listening. Mr. Chance, I want to thank you so much. Rowley Jr., my caller from St. James. I want to thank Zena, all the callers who call in, every single one of you. I can't remember some of the names, but all the callers who call in and contributed to, somebody say Hugh Bridgman saying 23 house. Say property tax play 23. I might take that cap each today. I feel I might just take that cap each today. You know, but I want to thank all of you. So, we still have about 4 minutes. Yeah?
Yeah.
We still have about 4 minutes, and I want to tell Tobago, do not let the opportunity run away from you all. I don't pay all your notice. I'll be coming to Tobago very often. I will be there very often. Trust me. Trust me. Let me take a call. Caller, good morning. What is that?
Sorry, dear.
Oh, God. So Grim Trace.
Hello.
Hello, so Grim Trace.
Sorry, dear.
Okay, dear.
Blessed morning, Miss Sharon Felix. Bruce Wayne, sorry about that.
Morning.
I know how to get you so quick.
All right.
Because I know time short.
Yes.
Now, I have a helipad on my property. I really want to pay no property tax, you know. Which part? I was planting tomato, baji, and all them places. Right now, I have apartment building. I really want to pay no tax, you know. You was showing all you? Dr. Rowley, thank you very much for senating the Senate first to get the independent senators to vote with the government concerning the Trinidad and Tobago Revenue Authority. And people, according to many of the callers, sign up the form, and I think it might start from January.
Right too.
I think you wouldn't look to rush it anytime in this bill.
I think
until
they just
January you start paying the property tax.
I think they
very
just
much.
want to collect the data and stuff and to put everything into perspective, and then they will start analyzing probably January. I think so. I really think so. But Trinidad and Tobago, again, do what is right, the right thing to do. Right. I know some people who build house in Gulf City and can't move in yet. I wonder who accepting the document and signing that. I await to see that. The word for today is light-hearted. I have a cheerful outlook and light-hearted spirit, like sunlight breaking through the clouds. Light-hearted moments break through any boredom or tension. I may be feeling to bring a lit to my day. My cheerful outlook amplifies my appreciation of blessings, large and small. I notice wonders of happiness, beauty, and insight that build in my memories throughout the day. It may be hearing my favorite song, seeing a beautiful bird in the flight, or sharing a delicious meal with family and friends. The tone of my day reflects my inner world. I commit to light-hearted living and hold fast to my faith that God is expressing through me and everyone. I encounter beauty, grace, and ease everywhere I go, with ever-deepening trust. I am free to smile, laugh, and enjoy being light-hearted. A glad heart makes a cheerful countenance. Proverbs 15:13. Trinidad and Tobago. We still have a minute?
Less than.
Right. God have it good now. So we have 1 minute before we leave. And again, I want to tell Tobago, please, Tobago, please, I'm begging you. But I'm also asking Chief Secretary Dennis to make sure that the Marriott does not get the treatment that Sandals got. Please, and of course we have Minister Paula Gopi Schooner. There's a picture with the article, you know. We have Chief Secretary and Secretary of Tourism Ansel Dennis, Secretary from Right Chats with Tourism Minister Randall Mitchell, Right, ETEC Chairman Imtiaz Ahmad, Left and Trade and Industry Minister Paula Gopi Schoon at a press conference on Tuesday to announce a $500 million development project. Yeah? It's going to come your way in Tobago. So hold on to it tight. Don't let go. Don't let go. We're gone. With that, be safe. Practice the 3 W's. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. And watch your distance. Remember, Delta is in town. Not a plane. It's not a flight. It will kill you instantly. Go and get your vaccine. Go and get your vaccine. We're gone. Ciao.
Put your hands in the air, everybody. It's time to get up and to move it. Leaving all your problems behind it. Pressing on to our victory. Everybody sing that, yeah. Step forward. I move forward. I step forward.
Hey, just in case you didn't know, every morning on the street 919 FM, taking Sharon and Bruce Wayne, the Titans of Democracy. That's the morning show.
The Street 919 FM has been asked to announce the passing of Sergeant Joel Jarvis of Cemetery Street, Diego Martin, passed away peacefully on Wednesday, the 15th of September 2021, at the age of 44. He will be lovingly remembered as the son of John, deceased, and Verna Jarvis, father of Jaden, brother of Jerry, Jason, Jasek, Gerard, and Donna Marie, nephew of Janet, Eileen, Herman, Vernon, and Euclid, cousin of Richard, and many more. The funeral service for the late Joel Jarvis takes place on Thursday, the 23rd of September 2021 at 9:30 a.m. at St. Theresa's RC Church, Petra Street, Woodbrook, Port of Spain, thence for cremation at the Port of Spain Crematorium, Long Circular Road, St. James. COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Proceedings will be streamed via YouTube and Facebook. Viewing will be held on Wednesday, the 22nd of September from 3 to 5 p.m. at Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63, Eastern Main Road, Laventille.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Big up Trinidad and Tobago. You don't know that I'm a hometown. It's the way born and grow. And you see this one? I do this one for my people. Listen, Trinidad. No matter how much you suffer, remember another man suffering too. Yeah, man. No, auntie, worry not yourself, cause Jaja will kill, Jaja will protect us. Now, no matter how much you suffer, remember another man suffering too. Go on your knees, God and the Father, He's the only one to carry us through, yeah. I know the road is up and the battle is not easy, no way. But we've gotta be strong, auntie. Trust the Almighty. Isabel and I say, hold on, keep on, pull up that again. I remember it's about feeding 100 families. Support the thing. Zebulon said that. 919 said that. CM. No matter how much you remember another man suffering to go on the knees. God and the Father is the only one to carry us through, yeah. I know the road is rough and the battle is not easy, no way. But we've gotta be strong, just the Almighty. So I say hold on, keep on holding on, yeah. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, better will, I know better will. So just hold on, keep on holding on and on, yeah. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, better will, I know better will. There are times when nothing I want.